All right, let's get started. First, scooch to the edge of your seat. Put your hands underneath your butt without pushing down through the foot that's not allowed to bear weight. So put your hands underneath your butt, and do you feel those two bones? Those are your sit bones. We're going to come back to those. So let's take your hands out, start with shoulder rolls. Let's go 4 times forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 times back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look right. Slowly. Left. Slowly. Never forcing. Slowly to the right again. Slowly to the left. We're waking up our cervical spine. Back to the right again. And once more. Back to the left. Let's do a couple more shoulder rolls. 4 times forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms down. Let's reach up to the ceiling and down. 2, 3, 4. Straight arms, reaching up to the ceiling. 5, 6. Be careful if you have a shoulder injury. Only go as far as is comfortable for you. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's take those arms around. Let's bring them around in circles 4 times. 1, 2, 3. All the while breathing deeply. 4. And backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember how you felt those bones underneath your butt? Imagine that you're sitting on a horse and you're going to rise up off the horse just by trying to squeeze those bones together. Hold it, 2, 3, 4, and relax. Squeeze and hold, and you'll notice I get taller as I'm doing this. 2, 3, 4, relax. Squeeze those bones together. 2, 3, 4, relax. 2 more times. Squeeze those bones together. 2, 3, 4, relax. And again, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, relax. We're going to do a similar exercise to that. I call it the vacuum cleaner. Imagine you have a vacuum cleaner hose and you're taking it to the middle of your back, and that vacuum cleaner hose is going to suck your belly button towards it. So let's suck the belly button towards the hose. Hold, 2, 3, 4, relax. Suck your belly button to the hose. 2, 3, 4, relax. And suck it to the hose. 2, 3, 4, relax. All the while I'm breathing. I'm not holding my breath while I'm turning on my vacuum. It's just creating a squeeze towards your backbone. Let's do it one more time. Turn on that hose, suck the vacuum, and relax. Let's do another exercise, similar. Take a deep breath in and exhale completely. And you're gonna press all the air out of your lungs, tighten, tighten, tighten down here, and then relax and breathe in again. Exhale. Blow out all the air, tighten, 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 tighten. Relax and let the air come back in. Exhale. Hold it, exhale, tight, tight, tight. Inhale again. One more, exhale. Hold it. And relax. So those are 3 isometric exercises that I really like for just engaging those muscles. A lot of times people think you have to throw a lot of steel to gain muscle mass and to stay strong. Mastering your own body is the most important thing. These are simple because you can do them when you're sitting in a chair, do them anywhere. So let's review them. First, we did getting up off the horse. Squeeze those bones together and hold it. Relax. Squeeze and hold. And all the while you're squeezing and holding in this one and in the vacuum cleaner, you're still breathing. Squeeze and hold. And relax. Squeeze and hold. And relax. And like I always say in my videos, it's really amazing when you're focusing on a muscle and using it and really squeezing it, you'll even feel your muscles start to quiver. So it shows you're getting a really good workout, again, even though you're not throwing steel. Let's turn on the vacuum cleaner. Imagine the hose, vacuum hose, sucking from your back. Your belly button is being sucked toward the hose. Hold it in. And again, you're breathing. You're not just like this. Nope. Whole upper body is relaxed. It's just you're engaging these muscles towards the back of your spine. And that's why I'm giving you the visual of the vacuum hose. Turn it on. Engage those muscles. Pull your belly button to your spine. And relax. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 2 more. Engage it. Pull the belly button back. Release. Again. Pull the belly button back. Release. Excellent. Now the third isometric exercise is the exhale. Complete exhale, tightening the lungs down. This one, you're obviously not going to keep breathing through. You're gradually exhaling all of your air, and then at the end you're inhaling again. So let's try it for 4. Exhale. Tighten, 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 tighten this area. And inhale. And notice how my shoulders are not hunching forward to do this. I'm still sitting in a good upright posture. Exhale. Relax. Exhale. Tight, 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 tight. Relax and exhale. Tight, tight. Relax. Nice. Now we're going to move on to some other isometric exercises. This one, we're going to imagine there's a string pulling from the top of our heads. Our grandparents always told us to sit up straight, pull from the top of your head. That's exactly what we're going to do, but we're just still sitting. So imagine the string pulling you upward. Imagine your spine like a string of pearls, and it's lengthening out as you hold and get longer and longer and longer, and then you can relax. Try not to slump afterwards, but you can let your body gently relax. Lengthen through the top of your head, get taller, 2 to 3 inches taller, lengthen, and relax. Let's do it 2 more times. Lengthen through the top of your head. Make sure it's just the top. You're not just turning your head up. You're not turning your head down. You're just lifting straight through the middle of your head, getting taller, taller, taller. Visualize that string of pearls spreading out, getting space in between each vertebra. Relax. And the last one, lift through the crown of your head. You're getting taller. Imagine 2 inches taller. You're gaining 2 inches, 2 whole inches. Relax. Excellent. Next one we're going to do is a bit of a abdominal oblique strengthener. You're sitting at the edge of your chair. I want you to raise one arm up and lift up without hunching like this, but you're going to sit up pretty tall, lifting through here, and then your arm is straight. Might be a little hard to see my arm, but my arm is straight up high, and you're going to gently lean over to the side. And this whole area is stretching out. And and this hand can relax here for support. You're gonna try to not use it too much, but you do want your hips to remain level. You don't want your hips to come off, this right hip to come off of the chair. You want it to stay level. And you're just gonna reach, like you're trying to grab something high up over in the corner of the room. And just keep reaching all the while this area is engaged. And we're just going to take gentle pulsing motions to that left side. You're not putting too much weight in through your feet because you don't want to bear weight, especially if you're non-weight bearing, according to your doctor. And we're just reaching up and over. Keep reaching. Great, gentle pulses. This is strengthening this whole side and stretching this whole side. And now we're going to come out of it. This hand can support you. And you're just going to bring your arm around and let your body bend over with it, because it feels better than if you just try to go straight up again. So let's do the other side. Reach your arm up to the ceiling. Get 2 to 3 inches taller. Tighten your abdominal muscles. Your hip bones are equally pressing into the chair. And then you're just going to gently lean over. You're not just bending over and collapsing to the side. You're reaching up like a beautiful rainbow, arcing, reaching up towards the corner of the room. And we're going to do the gentle pulses here, all the while lifting and reaching. This hand can come off if you feel like you can keep balanced weight in both of your sitting bones, but otherwise just relax it here and let it give you a little extra help. Up and over to the side. And actually, this is more of an exercise than it looks. I think you're just reaching, but you're really stretching and strengthening this side of the body. And it's stretching your spine, getting that whole core engaged. About 10 more reaches. And try to relax your shoulder. We don't want to get you having a kink in your neck. So just kind of relax this area in your neck while you're reaching over. Okay, we're going to come out of it. You can put this hand down to support you. And you're just going to sweep your hand over and forward. And there you have it. The next seated exercise we'll do is the pelvic tilt. So scooching to the edge of your chair, being mindful not to put weight in the foot that you're not allowed to bear weight on. Feel your sit bones. Those are the bones that are sticking out when you put your hands under your butt. Put your hands on your hips. And you're going to tilt your pelvis forward and then tilt it back. Imagine your pelvis like a bowl, and it's filled with awesomeness, which it is. And you're going to tilt it backwards to spill out a little awesomeness, and then forward to spill out a little awesomeness. Backward and forward. 3 more times. Spill it out the back. Spill it out the front. Spill it out the back. Spill it out the front. Spill it out the back. And if you want to get really fancy with this exercise, you can imagine that you're on a horse and you're still getting that lifting sensation, lifting off of the chair. Next one I want to do is the double chin. Everybody says double chins aren't good, but in this exercise, they are excellent. Imagine that there is something supporting your head behind you. This is actually a great one you can do when lying down in bed or when you're sitting in a chair with your head supported. What I want you to do is imagine your head going straight back, like you're pushing into something behind you, and then relax. Notice when I do it and I bring my head straight back, it's like I'm making a double chin here. And then relax. We're holding isometrically for a count of 4. Back again. You're pushing something behind you. And notice I'm not leaning my whole body. Nope. I'm just bringing my head back. Head back. And then relax. Excellent. Next isometric exercise is a scapular retraction. Imagine that you're squeezing, cracking a walnut between your shoulder blades. While you're sitting upright, lengthening through the crown of your head, squeeze your shoulders backwards without letting your ribs pop open and your whole stomach let go. Imagine still, we've got the vacuum cleaner on. The belly button is pulled in towards the spine. We've got the rib cage engaged, similar to what we did when we were exhaling completely. But with that, with the stomach engaged and the rib cage engaged, you're also going to squeeze your scapula together. And relax. Squeeze and hold. 2, 3, 4. Relax. Squeeze and hold. Relax. One more time. Squeeze and hold. 2, 3, 4. Relax. Now, the reason why these are so important is that when we have an injury, when we're sitting more than we normally would, we naturally get bad posture. So we want to elongate the spine. We want to loosen up our shoulder joints, loosen up our cervical spine. Take deep breaths. We want to maintain that strength, range of motion, and health, even though we may not be able to do what we want to be doing in terms of moving around. Next, we're going to go over some standing activities. I'm making this video specifically for a friend who is non-weight bearing on her left foot. So that's why I'm only wearing one shoe to remind me. We're going to transfer to our standing activity. If you have armrest or a sturdy chair, you're going to push off of the chair and through just the foot that you're allowed to weight bear on, stand up. You might want to have something in front of you, a walker or something to stabilize, and then you're going to pivot over to a steady surface. Here, I'm going to use the chair, and you can use a counter, anything you like. The person I'm working with has a knee scooter, so they will be balancing their knee on the scooter. Important thing about a knee scooter is to make sure that your hips are level. It will vary depending on what kind of footwear you have on, so you might have to adjust your scooter. But so I am going to pretend that I'm on that knee scooter, and I'm going to rest it right on this chair. So while we're standing, let's do some of the exercises we've already done. First, we'll do shoulder rolls. So let's roll forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's roll back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms to the ceiling. Down. Then up. Down. 3, 4. Let's do big arm circles. 1. I'm limited by the wall, but go as big as you're comfortable with. 3. And 4. And backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the vacuum cleaner. Vacuums on the back, sucking in the belly button, all the while breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 2, 2, 3, 4. And 3, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Last time, suck that belly button to the vacuum cleaner. and hold it while you're breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Now, let's do our reaching over to the side and standing. So you're going to reach left arm up, like you're going to touch the ceiling. You can put your right hand on your hip if you feel balanced. If you don't feel balanced, hold on to the counter or a chair or something for stability. And you're going to reach up and over to the side while you're trying to maintain equal weight in both legs. Granted, one side is just using the knee, the other side is using the foot, but you're going to lift up and over to the side for a count of about 30 tiny pulses, all the while lifting your body taller. Imagine you're in a toaster oven, and in the front it's hot, and in the back it's hot, and in the middle you are the toast, trying not to get burned. So you reach up and over, relax your left shoulder, relax your neck, keep that vacuum cleaner on, and reach over to the side. And now as we're going to come out of it, you can bend over a little bit as you let your arm come out in front of you and sweep down to the left. Now you might find that some of the blood flows out of your arm as you're doing that one because you're lifting your arm up so high. That's normal, and that's okay. The blood will come right back down. Let's do the other side. Left hand on your hip or on a supportive surface. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Lift up as tall as you can. Then you're gently going to reach over to the left, like you're between two hot broilers in a toaster oven. And you're going to gently pulse for about 30 pulses. Reaching up and over. This is going to strengthen this whole side, all the while stretching it. It's also helping your back muscles to get strong. Relax your right shoulder. Relax your neck. All the while lifting and lengthening over to the left side. Gentle pulses. So now we've done about 30. You're going to allow your arm to come out to the front as you sweep over and around to come out of it. If you need to take a break from all this standing, please do so. Otherwise, we're going to go right into the next exercise. This is a press back. So your arm's going to be straight by your sides. You press back and do a little pulse 2, 3, and then down. Press back, pulse, pulse, and down. Back, pulse, pulse, and down. All the while, you don't want to stick out your butt. Don't let that butt stick out. Try to keep your pelvis tucked under you a bit so that we protect your lower back. Arms go straight back. Pulse, pulse. Down. Do about 5 more. Back, pulse, pulse. Down. And the straighter you can keep your arms, the more you're going to feel those triceps engage. Push back. It's going to engage your latissimus muscles, your serratus muscles, your rhomboid muscles. It's a great strengthener for the back of the body. Let's do 2 more. And engage your abdomen towards the spine. Great. Now while you're doing these, you may start to feel your butt muscle kicking in. I can feel mine firing and I don't even have an injury. But that's because my body is working so hard to stabilize as we're standing up here. The next exercise we're going to do is kind of a goalpost arms squeezing backwards. So this one, it's really easy to let your rib cage pop open and to tilt your pelvis. We don't want to do that. Let's lock this down again. So imagine you've got your vacuum cleaner sucking your belly button to your back. Turn it on. All the while you're still breathing. Relax it just so you can get that feeling again of what it feels like. Turn on the vacuum cleaner, belly button to the spine. And now hold it there as you're allowing your body to breathe normally, but the vacuum cleaner is still engaging that belly button, pulling it to the spine. Similarly with your rib cage, we're going to close the rib cage. As you exhale, the ribs close a bit. Although you're going to allow yourself to breathe, but I do want you to maintain that feeling of the closed ribs while allowing yourself to breathe. So your stomach is going to be engaged, your lower ribs are going to be engaged while you do this exercise and while you allow yourself to breathe normally. So arms up like a goalpost, and you're going to squeeze your elbows back, hold it, and relax. Squeeze and hold your elbows back. Relax. Squeeze and hold. 2, 3. Relax. And hold. 2, 3. Relax. Let's do 3 more. Squeeze and hold. Another thing to be mindful of is don't let your head go forward. Maybe also, in addition to all the other things you're doing, think about making a little bit of a double chin, making sure your head's not leaning forward because that's going to put too much strain on your neck. It's a lot to think about, I know. And let's do 1 more, squeezing the arms back. Relax. So I'm just going to turn so you can see. I'm going to do it this way for demonstration purposes. Your arms are like this, and I'm squeezing my elbows backwards. I'm exaggerating here, but I'm squeezing backwards. Maybe if I turn this way, I'll be able to see better. Squeezing backwards. Squeezing backwards. So that's going to work this whole rhomboid area, which is so good for maintaining good posture. And all the while, like we said, when you're doing this, don't let your head go forward. Think more of your head going backward, almost like you're going to make a double chin. So yeah, this is a better position to do that, demonstrate that one. So see how I'm making a double chin? And then I relax. Make a double chin. Relax. My head's going straight back. Likewise with the abdominal vacuum. I'm going to turn on the vacuum hose and my belly button sucking back to the spine, all the while I'm still breathing. Okay, I'm going to relax the vacuum. Vacuum hose on, engage, and hold. And relax. Next, let's look at that rib cage from the side. So, a regular inhale, and then I'm going to exhale, closing this area, and then breathe normally, and then exhale completely. Hold this area tight, and then breathe normally. Your body is so amazing. It is so capable of strength and stabilizing and getting a good workout without even using any equipment. We don't need all the bells and whistles. We just need to mindfully move our body. And the more that you do that, the more mindful you are, the more specific you are about the movement, the better exercise you'll get. Like I said, sometimes I'm quivering and I'm barely doing anything. To somebody walking by, doesn't look like anything, but forget them, who cares? You know you're doing something. So I hope these exercises helped, and if you'd like more videos on how to perform exercise without weight bearing through a lower extremity, I'd be happy to hear about it. So let me know in the comments below.